Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Here's Richie James on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiver.
Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
7-yard line.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Chiefs and Niners, of course, back at it following the memorable encounter in Super Bowl 54. It looked like the Niners were on their way to a title. They led 20-10 in the 4th quarter. But it was Patrick Mahomes who led the Chiefs back as they scored 3 unanswered touchdowns in that 4th quarter to claim the Lombardi Trophy. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
Jerick McKinnon, 58 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab 8. Seven-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And what qualities really attracted Kansas City to move up to get Patrick Mahomes? We know it's the big arm. He got that from his dad, a former major league pitcher, but also has the moxie and the ability to move outside of the pocket and make any throw you want, across body, all the way downfield, the short stuff. This guy's got it all.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Check, 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 check. Hey, one set. Check, Mike 54.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. But credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, pick your game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 14. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Chiefs 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
To Deebo Samuel. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80!
Second down, McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3.
Garoppolo on first down. Screen play, McKinnon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Right there, 54, right there.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. Fighting through. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense at their own 1st and 10. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel.
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it's 21 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 2.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Niners take over 1st and
Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st down.
Here we go. 20. 53. 53. Double.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a fine first half from quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
Number 25.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 38, Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down, and it's complete to Kelsey. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing. All the way back inside the 20. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Bandit.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire.
Number 25, Clyde.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is... going to be 49er football.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Is under review.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Robinson with a big catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, watch delay. 57. Mike. 59.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 32.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Trying to go to work.
That's the end of the third quarter.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go. Mike, 53, Mike. Switch up.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
5-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 18-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before this series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field. In 8 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Chiefs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
This play is under review.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. I got it.
Now Mostert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Here we go. Cut. Mike, 53. Mike.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And bulldozing his way through. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Now that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll run with Mostert. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.